Hey, you should be able to see me now. I am live. Good morning. And in the face of it all, it is good morning. Good morning. It's a good morning. And I'm going to wait to sing until 4:45. But this is the scratchy part, kind of like the raw part. Listen, we are doing real addressing today. So it's going to be the segment definitions, but it's also going to be able to tune in to all that you are and flow forth. 4:40. All right. 4:45. Here we go. Greetings, good morning. Welcome to the Good Morning Presence on this day. It's a good morning. Good morning, good morning. Yes, it's a lovely day. Good morning to you. And it's still a good morning. It's a happy day. It's a happy day. Boom, boom. It's a happy day. It's a happy day. Boom, boom. And yes, it is because we say it is so. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Gemma. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Allison. I got to scroll down. Look at this. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Margaret. Now, you guys knew I was going to come on here consistent, didn't you? I'm in Los Angeles, California, United States, where it's a whole bunch of fireworks and activities going on. Remember what I said last week? And I said, okay, now, this week is going to be kind of hot. Speaking of the old last week, and it's a time where we go within and really choose what we want, how we want to be, how we want our life journey to look, right? Remember I was talking about that? Look at these fireworks going off all over the planet. It's not just here. So what we have to do is now choose. All right? So listen to this. Because oh, wait a minute. I said good morning? Yes. I'm so glad Catherine said, need this oasis of deliciousness in these tops true you times. I love that, Catherine. I love that. Oh, good morning, Linda. Good morning, Elisa. Oh, yes. I love the emoticons. Oh, Catherine said my family's in Atlanta. Lots of fireworks there, too. It's just popping off. It's popping off. Now, the United States is a funny place, especially these cities, because most of the stuff when the fireworks happen, it's a city affair. I grew up in this kind of stuff. So it doesn't really, it doesn't rock me because I've already learned, which we're going to talk about today. You will notice that I didn't ask for tea topics today, right? But that's because I'm ready. Okay? So today we are doing real stuff so that you have action that you can take. And I actually got up and I did a drawing for us for illustration purposes. I'm on it, you guys. You're going to be really proud of me today. I know you're proud of me every day, but I just think I did a little extra this morning for y'all. And I appreciate you and I love you. And I'm willing to stand in the face of it all and shine bright. Not only, as I was saying to John Burgos, not only be the lighthouse so that people don't hit the rocks, but be the sunshine so that when they go, ooh, it's daytime, it could be because you helped the sun shine because of all that you are shining bright. And I'm going to show you how that is possible today. Okay. Good morning, Cindy. With your pretty flowers. I love how she uses the hibiscus flowers and stuff. Good morning, Pablo. Okay. You see that? Linda's over there in the UK. It's protests in London outside the U.S. Embassy as well. You guys see that? See? This is the beauty of, we have people on the line from all over. And it's a beautiful day. For Gallows. It's a beautiful good morning. Okay, you guys make sure that when little funny comments come in, don't address them. Just stay right on the positivity of what we're doing. That's right, because it's our choice, right? We do not have to do things just because certain things exist in the moment. You see? So you choose what it is. Now, we might go over today too, because of course I'm gonna talk a little extra. All right. Oh, thank you, Heather. You know, I appreciate compliments. I think this one is the cornflower or the periwinkle blue, one of the two, but it's something like that, or the French blue, one of them. But I like it. I said, okay, let's do it. So, good morning. It's a good morning. Today is your day to put your little special seasons and deliciousness, just like Catherine said, into your day and create it just your way. And even though it is the way it is out here, it is our day to create the way we want in every aspect that we have authority in. Notice I qualified that we have authority in. Yes, my dears, this is your gift. It is divine design. Nobody can take it from you. Stand in it and make it go the way you want to, even if it's some of the day and not all of the day. Just own your own choices, your own feelings, your own decisions, and your own actions, okay? All right, my dears, listen. We are doing today the law of saturation and wise actions, okay? So, the law of saturation, this is so good. It's a good morning. I don't get to do this often, but I'm doing it for you today. All right, I made a diagram. The law of saturation, I'm talking about in affect with energy now, with energy. Because as we can all see, there's a bit of some chaos energy, chaotic kind of bumps and shake them up kind of stuff going on, which is a wonderful thing. Because sometimes you get accustomed to the old ways and allowing certain things to just happen. But remember what I said, we're in it. We're in the changing of the guard, like Linda understands over there in the UK. We are literally in changing everything as we know it, okay? And this is a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. And now we get into creating and coming from our divine sovereign presence. So, law of saturation. First of all, everything is going to be like segment definition today because I don't actually have time to do the old, the new, and what we're coming into now, okay? So, law of saturation, the way I mean it when I say it, is the law that is always at work for us when we are functioning from our consciousness and expanding energy, no matter where we are, whether we're in our little homes or whether we're out in the big, big, big world, okay? And beyond, always and beyond. All right. So it's being able to saturate the energies with whatever your energy emanating is. So that doesn't mean the law of saturation doesn't have a positive over a negative. It just saturates. It just saturates. So it's not like, oh, it only applies for love and light. No, it applies for anything that you are radiating with. All right? So that's one thing to get that out the way. Now, and then I'm going to go to the diagram so you can see exactly what I mean. Now, wise action. When I say wise, what I mean, segment definition, is there has to be an aspect or component of awareness, conscious awareness, when there is a state of being wise present. Okay? Notice I'm not saying wisdom. I'm not putting a frame on it. I'm saying wise action. Now, when you put the action on it, it has to do with what you do or what is being done. Always I speak in present tense. So I will say what I do, what you do, like present tense, okay? So wise action would be those actions that involve a conscious choice that's based in awareness. You see? So that is the foundation that I'm going to be coming from. The law of saturation, the way I just explained it, and wise action, the way I just explained it. All right? Now, when it comes to expanding energies, we actually really have a choice of what we expand in, of what we radiate forth, of what we shine in. There is always a choice. That is the wise in the wise action. To be first aware that there is a choice of what you would choose to radiate and what you would choose to then, because of that radiating, like a sun now, the rays in every direction, right? What you will be saturating with, you see? Now, from pure consciousness, with the divine current breathing, as we all feel that loving energy starts coming in, just we can feel that. We know it's real because of the presence of it. Now, what's in it is all that is divine. That's when we use divine current breathing, right? So remember what I always teach. The divine current breathing is something that you can access on the spot right now. If you feel nervous or anxious or like, ooh, I don't know, unsure, all of these things, you hit that divine current breathing on the spot, listening to the sound of the inhale and exhale, breathing in deeply and as thoroughly as you can, and exhaling as completely as you can without holding and without forcing, while listening to that sound of the inhale and exhale. And you start to participate directly with your own divinity, because it is actually in the breath. That is the same breath why people check you and go, oh, she's alive. Oh, okay, he's alive. As long as you're breathing, you are presently living. Okay, so now here we go. Ready? All right. Illustration. I want to make sure I can hold it where you guys, oh, don't let me do it too slanted. All right, you see it okay? Do you see it okay? Can you see all the little stuff? The law of saturation in effect with energy. And at the bottom, by segment. All right, now, let me see if I can hold it with my fingers and hold it still enough. All right, now, I am saying, ooh, stage left. Okay, there. I am saying that little pink dot right there, that's segment, okay? Now, with my breathing, with the divine current, what happens is, I got to control my directions, is it starts off with a little, notice it's kind of like infinity. You see it? Let me get the pen. It's easier. It's easier with the pen. All right, here we go. There we go. I have to just do opposite ways. There. You guys see at the center there, that's me. That's little segment. And so even though this is a quick drawing, I am saying that I'm kind of like trying to be over there on the California side of the United States, because everything is kind of blurred up. Now, these are infinity swirls, but when I first start breathing, let's just say it's a little small, little infinity. You know why it's going out this way and this way? It's because as above, so below. As above, so below. As within, so without. So even though the way I have drawn this is upon, ooh, look at that. I'm having issues with direction. It is still flat because this is 3D on paper here. So the thing is, you have to know that these infinity as above, so below swirls are actually occurring in every direction. You know, imagine yourself encased in an orb, like you are a ball, just like the earth is a ball, right? And so in every direction, this radiation is occurring. So in the beginning, it's just a little small, I gotta put it a little closer. It's just a little small, little infinity. But as you keep going and as you stay committed to your expansion, look at how it goes bigger. Bigger. So at first, I'm just like little Los Angeles, okay? And then it starts to be like, well, kind of all of California there. And then I'm getting into the Pacific Ocean. And on the other side, I'm going into kind of like Central America. Now, remember now, this is all just kind of like an analogy. It's actually much deeper than this. I'm just giving it to you so you can get an idea of how authoritative you really are in your own existence. How effectual you really are in your own existence. You are not alone. You are not by yourself. And by all means, you are not powerless. In fact, you are full of authority and power when it comes to the surging of your rays of sun into this cosmos, you see? So it's not just limited to a city thing or an earth thing. So you see how as you keep doing your divine current breathing, you expand, expand, expand. Now this is not in minutes. This is actually over time as you stay committed to who? Thyself. As you do your divine current breathing on a daily basis, you expand the divinity within you and all that you are. And soon, so easy, with very, very, very little effort, you are expanding as big as the earth. And so the saturation of love, pure love, starts to affect the field. So guess what? That's how come the old sages of time say it only takes one. Now do you see? It only takes one. Because when you commit to yourself vibrating and shining that pure light, you affect the change that saturates into the field and thereby influencing mass consciousness. This is what happens over time. So from pure consciousness, with your conduit being the body that you are, that name, a Segmet conduit, a Catherine conduit, a Linda conduit, like that, a Lisa conduit. We are conduits for this pure divine current, etc., right? And you expand, and it does this as above, so below thing in every direction, making you a living sun. It expands over time, and it floods your area, at first being your home, then your town, then your city, then your country, like that. And that's why just one can make a huge difference. So I hope this little simple, quick drawing helps you with the reality of what really can occur from being just one. Okay? Because see, the whole thing is when we're faced with events like this on the planet, sometimes one of the feelings that comes is, oh, it's just me. I don't know, right? So now let's see. Let's see, because I want to answer questions if there are any, and I could tell there have been comments. Ooh, hey, Michelle. Let's see. Literally, yes. Good, Elisa. Literally, yes. All right. I'm so glad. Okay, so tapping into divine current, breathing every time I leave my house these days. Okay, so all the time. And you know what? This is one thing that you have authority in, your choice. And so this is where wise action comes in, right? So I see the infinity and then getting bigger and bigger. That's right. You don't have to see it. Let me just remember, divine current breathing is, there's no imagining, there's no I want to be really, really crystal clear. You don't have to think positive thoughts. The design is already in you. It's like having a blueprint or an imprint already established as a part of your existence. This is nothing you have to do work to expand in. All it is you just make the choice to action, right? Based in your awareness that I am all that I am here in me, right here. And you use the breathing, the divine current breathing, listening to the sound of the inhale and exhale. That's all that is there that I know that you have to do. There's no imagining all that stuff. You don't have to do any of it. All you have to do is be the flow. That's it. But you're naturally the flow anyway. It's just the conscious awareness that allows the wise action, which is the expansion that comes from just the choice to do the actual breathing on the spot, wherever you are, even in your home. Okay, so now, so let me just make sure. Boom. Yeah. Okay, so how probable? Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Teresa, she said she's been drawing expanding infinity symbols for weeks now. But see, just know that you are the thing, okay? It's not outside of you. And Nadisha, she shows up as Black Forest on us some mornings. She wrote about, hey, we're not waiting for a rescue. I got something just flying around here. We're not waiting for a rescue. It's within us. I gave her yes, definitely. We have it. We have the stuff that we're wanting. We have it. It's just a matter of activating it, knowing that we have it, and rolling with it. And remember I say, most of this is outside of our mind. Remember that. So some of this stuff is not like, well, I know because 1 + 1 = 2. It's outside of these kind of rules because remember, we're shifting everything that we think we know. We're shifting it all, and we're doing it fast. And that's why, whenever you have these major shifts, of course, there are energies that are like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. Ah! Okay, so then it causes a fallout. That's all that we're looking at. It's not fun to see somebody pass away. That's not fun. But the truth is, on every day, somebody passes away. And the truth is that on every day, some people are born. And this is just what it is. And sometimes the conditions are fabulous and beautiful and wonderful. And then other times it's rocky as all get out, is it not? So this is just what life is. There's no reason to get all bit out of shape. Just create. And do it from a place where energy that you're putting out, you would approve of, because you're saturating no matter what you're doing. Even people who don't know the divine current breathing method, the energies that are like whoop, whoop, whoop coming off of people is still saturating. So this is why we get into, this. Look at how quick everything went all over the whole globe. It went shoo. Like this. Okay, so now we have layers. Remember on Friday, I was just talking about seption. Now we have layers of things going on. Layers and recursion, where it's recurring over and over and over. Because now first, there's the situation with the corona stuff. And then now we have reaction to mistreatment of the people. But really it's all one big ball of the same thing, you see. So that's why now we choose what we will saturate with. Will you saturate with your loving divine presence? From your wise action, your conscious choice, this is what I'm doing. Even if you cannot see what the saturation is, it's the point to say, I'm saturating from my divine presence. I'm saturating from all that I am divinely, all the way through into here. You see, remember that picture that I did with the earth? And we're on it in this physical vessel. We're here, our feet touch the earth. So we saturate here using the conduit of the physical body, okay, from all that we are. So I hope that I'm being clear and I'm not talking too fast. All right. Oh, yes. Okay, it looks like you guys are getting it. Good to hear. Amazing. Okay, that means clarity. Authority peeps. Yes. Yes. Okay. How long each day? Okay, remember, do it on feeling, because this is not a rules kind of thing. I want to make sure to answer Michelle. She said, how long each day? You do it according to how you want to feel it. Now, when I teach this, I always say it gets very optimal when you do it the same way as if a doctor prescribed antibiotic and they say every 4 hours do take such and such, or every 6 hours take such and such. You have to do it so it feels good to you doing it, not like duty chore, because duty chore, it brings in, I gotta put that down, it brings in a limitation of I'm supposed to be doing this like this. You see what I'm saying? You don't, this is a free, based in your own authority. And some people are like, I'm going to do this all the time, honey. I'm doing mine, right? But then other people are like, okay, I'm going to do it here and I'm going to do it there. That's good for me. And all of it works. You see, the one thing, I haven't touched it in a while, but I'm going to touch it today. The one thing that you must do is stay hydrated. You see? And so hydration is one of the, because this, when I say divine current, it's real energy, and there's an internal heat that builds. And what it does is on your physical vessel, it helps you release blocks at the same time while integrating at the molecular and the cellular level. So in order to help the flow just be easy and kind of owie and pain-free, you want to make sure that you're hydrating properly so everything is rinsing out through your eliminatory system and like sweats and things, instead of having pains like in the joints and things. And all it means is mucus will form too if you're not hydrated. It just means that stuff needs to come out, and it's doing it other ways because you're not hydrated enough for it to easily flow out. That's all it means. Okay? So, remember I said that. Now, the way I drink is I have a timer set on my phone, and Every hour and a half, that sucker is going off. I put it in as a reminder through my calendar, and that's so that I won't get busy working with people, because you can just imagine right now it's crazy busy for me. So that's how I make sure I'm drinking so much, so much, so much. And now I'm under pressure too, because I got to hurry up and get the Divine Current package together, so you guys can at least have like the mini version of it, so that you'll have it, you could access it, and get it done. Because I didn't think it was going to erupt. I thought it would just be like some little kind of but not eruption like this. This is like volcano level, the lava spilling all over the place. However, we still have our conscious choosing to radiate all this love and this beauty that we truly are from our being out through our conduits called the body, and let that expand. So, Michelle, to answer your question, truly is as much as you want to, but stay checking yourself for your hydration levels. Check if that cottony mouth starts forming, then stop and maybe give a couple of hours for real hydration. You see, because some of us right now, especially with the sequestering, we have time to just focus on us right now. Whereas normally with the workaday world, you're busy doing and serving for the job, other people, kids, all this stuff out there, like teachers and stuff. But right now, there more of us have time to serve just because of what we want to do for ourselves. So that's what I offer to you, to just go for it. Just go for it. But it has to be when what you want to do, not what you feel you must do out of duty chore. Because that brings in a limitation energy of that I have to stuff, like from when we were little and parents were like, no, you have to do this before you can have a benefit. That's not what this is. Ease and grace all over the place. It's a good morning. Your heart is beating, you're breathing, you have your life, you have your health. It is a good morning. So now let me get to some more questions if I need. Oh, Teresa was like, this, I want to just address this really fast. Teresa said, if you want, you can become all flame, aka a giant ball of light and love. Let me tell you, that is real. That you can really do that, and that I've seen myself do it. And I have not accessed how to on will do it yet, but I've done it before. So just know that whenever you think, oh, I don't think I can do blah, blah, blah. Remember, it's probably not true. You can. Remember? So just whenever you get into the thoughts about who you are and what you are and all that, everything is shifting, and what we know to be ourselves is shifting. The knowing is expanding. So this little version of the human self is becoming like, are you kidding me? We're way more than that. Like, it's becoming like that. So this whole reference to, we're all human. Oh, that's getting kicked out. Watch and see. Watch and see how quick that gets kicked out. We are way more than that. Okay, now let me go back through the messages. I'm probably talking so much. We're going over. Okay, Divine Curve really uses the choice for peace. Well, it equals allowing all. This is Gemma. Divine current breathing equals the choice for peace. Listen. What it equals is allowing all that you are divinely to blend and integrate with your physical self. And then all that is divinely expands and expands and expands. So you see how if you just try to go this equals this, do you see there's a limit if you do it like that, because you're limiting to just that understanding of that. So just the all in all, let it flow. Remember how I say all energies serve you. And that's good enough right there. Because when you try to define all the little stuff, you will get into limit, because there's only so far that the mind can relate to what those defined definitions are that you're saying. So just allow it to flow. Just be the flow. Just be the thing. Just be it. Okay, so let's see. All right, now. All right, I choose. I know that's right. Okay, so far, it is lack of love and compassion for everyone. Love God, love neighbor as ourselves, which means ourselves. This is what gets left out. Oh, well, now, if you're going to get into the physical, you know how people use that word juxtapose, right? Where you go and you're trying to deal with the layers of what's happening at the physical level, oh, you can get caught into a lot of debates. And you can get caught into a lot of different understandings, and this is why, and that's why. You know why I did this morning? Because this is the way you trump it all. It's kind of a joke because our president's name is Trump. But the thing is that this is how you trump it all. You go to the pure. You go right to the purity that you have in your authority to expand and saturate the energies that are not only directly around you, but beyond. You see? And that is why it only takes one. I'm going to keep saying that because you have to know how valuable you are just because you exist, you see? All right, my dears. Oh, thank you. Oh, Michelle, I'm so glad you got it. Okay, crystal clear. Good, good, good. All right. Hey, Danielle. Okay. And then definitely a shift and focus. Wanting more. Oh, I love you, Elisa. She's like, wanting more of what you got and offer segment. All right. Okay, Anna, she says, thank you for reminding us all is well. Yes. Whoa, I just got waves of chills. That's good. That's good. All right. Yep. Go beyond. Go beyond. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, you guys, get your water. Let's go. And let me just say this. I'm already on fire. Like, there's so much heat over here. I think this AC is going to come on again when we start our breathing. Okay, get your water. Get nice and comfortable. We're getting ready to get into it. All right. Yes, Allison, it only takes one. A little sage told me this kind of stuff when I was 3. Fresh 3, too. Like, I had just had my birthday, like, the day before. And he said, remember to know thyself. And I bugged my mom, like, what does he mean with know thyself? Don't we know thyself? If we're here, don't we know who we are? And she was like, no, he is talking about something way deep, and I wish he would have told you more. But he told me, remember, little dear one, it only takes one. You make the choice, and you can actually put love all over the planet, just one person. Now, he is telling a toddler this. And so I was like, I don't know what he's talking about, but I'll remember. And I have all this time. It was like the way he told me, he had this peace in his voice, and it has stuck with me through my whole life, you know? All right, now here we go. Nice and comfortable. Oh, there. If you have your energetic gap, put it where you want it. All right, here we go. I exist. And here we are. It's a good morning, it's a good afternoon, it's a good evening, and it's a good night. And one thing that I didn't say that I want to say is in honor to all of you. You know, we have a nice little international group. You know, I don't know if you guys remember, but just this particular group that's here, and there's more that are not here with us live this morning. There's United States, Canada, UK, Britain, Australia. Helen is not on, but Sweden. She's Sweden. And then we have some others that are sprinkled through Europe and Italy. So imagine, remember the diagram, right? I'll get it in a, remember the diagram, right? Now I did it with affect, with just using myself. Just using myself. And so with using myself, that this is just one. Now imagine if we start counting the salt and pepper that you guys are all over the whole earth and globe. Imagine what the sun shining bright really looks like, you guys. So you see, it only takes one. It only takes one, you see? So know this and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Let's get into our I love yous. Let me just make sure here. Oh, look at Kailash. And you know what, Kailash, I believe is South Africa. Aren't you? Yeah, there's our flag right there. So you see what I'm talking about? We're all over the place. And as long as we choose, what do you think carries more weight? Divine presence actualized in the physical, or just actions in the physical without the connection to the divine expansion? You see, this is how simple this thing is. It's actually simple. It's not complex, but you just have to keep your awareness up, which lends to wise actions. Keep your awareness up, okay? All right, my dears, it's I love you time. Yes, yes, yes. It is I love you time. Oh, thank you, Linda. She said, you are definitely a feel better coach. Yes, because see, you could do this for yourself. Isn't that the beauty of life? When you learn how to do something and then you're like, I got this. I don't care what's going on out there. I got it. You know, and you have the confidence to actually walk and do for you, knowing that that same doing for you is assisting with uplifting all in all. You see, isn't that wonderful? All right, my dears. Okay. I'm just making sure there's no questions before. Look at Lisa's little emoticon. All the hearts, I love you. All right, ready? Here we go. As I say I love you to you, you hear my voice. And as you say I love you directed to me, I feel all of that love. And at the same time, I love you is being projected to all that we are divinely. And all that we are divinely is sending I love yous right back to us. What a lovely thing. Oh my goodness. So here we go, my dears. 3 times. I love you. I love you. I love you. It's a good morning, a good day, a good night. And you do it and sprinkle it just the way you want it your way. I'll see you on the next time. I love you.